Okay, so it is the week 16 update. Now, life has been insanely busy the last couple of weeks, and so this is actually going to be a week 16 and week 17 update because I am currently 18 weeks and 3 days. So, I'm going to go back in time a couple of weeks and review a few of the previous things that I had on my list. Then I'll talk about week 17, and then in a few days I will make week 18 and update you all on that. Life has just been so crazy with my daughter turning 2 and birthdays and my business starting to take off and events, and it's just been crazy. Oh, and I just sneezed a couple of times, so now my nose is a little congested. So, week 16. We'll start with my weight. My weight at week 16 was 125 pounds. So, again, still not up very much, just a little bit. The baby was the size of an avocado. Now, I see different size avocados at the grocery store all the time, so take your pick. Week 16, I was able to feel the baby move quite a bit more, pretty much daily, which was really reassuring, really nice. We still haven't seen the baby, so it'll be really nice to see the baby soon, but it's nice to feel it regularly. So I've only really got 2 things for week 16, and that's nursing update and midwife appointment. And it's going to be pretty much the same for week 17, but my weight changed a little bit and the baby grew. So for week 16, nursing update, my daughter Kaylee was still is nursing. Nipples are incredibly sore. In fact, it feels like she's ripping them off every time she latches on. There is a little bit of almost peeling skin on the top of my nipple. I have no idea why. So I'm going to talk to the midwife about that at my next appointment, which I think is July 10th. It's after my ultrasound. So I'm going to talk to her about that and see if there's anything I can do for it. Her latch seems to be fine. I'm making her open her mouth really wide. It's hard to get my nipple out of her mouth because she is kind of clamping down a little bit once she falls asleep and I try to remove it. But overall, she's doing much better with not nursing so constantly. I'm not producing any milk or anything. She's not getting anything from me anymore. It's completely dry nursing. At least I am unable to hand express anything at this point. So, it's kind of, she's doing it for her own comfort, which again is fine. I have no problem with that. Sorry, I just don't want you to see the big mess in the background. It's even messier since we've had her birthday. I'm not concerned about her nursing. It sucks that it hurts, so I've reduced her down to a maximum of 4 nursings in a 24-hour period when she wakes up at nap time, at bedtime, and if she wakes up in the middle of the night, which since turning 2 seems to be a normal occurrence now. So she's only getting those 4 nursings, and after that, if she wakes up in the middle of the night, then it's just comfort back to sleep. And there's usually a bit of a meltdown for a while, and then she realizes, okay, we're not nursing, and then she'll go back to sleep on her own. My midwife appointment went well. The baby's heart rate was sitting at about 150, I believe. I actually don't have it written down there. I want to say it was about 150, which seems to be pretty regular. Now it seems to be sitting around there. My thyroid, again, checked out fine the second time. It was low the first time, fine the second time. The quad screening, the genetic screening that we had done, which was just a set of two blood draws, and then they compare different proteins and things in my blood between the different weeks, and that turned out fine. There's super, super, super low risk of Down syndrome, trisomy 13, trisomy 18, anything like that, which is kind of nice. And it doesn't mean that we're not going to have a Down syndrome baby. It just means that the chances of it are very, very slim. Other than that, I talked to her about pelvic pain because my pubic bone really hurts, usually when moving around or anything like that. And she did suggest that I could use a belly band. And basically the bands that stop you from showing your belly when you reach up high and things like that. And she just said to wear it lower, wear it more down on my hips and not so much on my stomach, which I actually haven't picked one up yet because I actually had my last workout class a couple of weeks ago, and since then my pubic bone has felt much better. So I think maybe just doing the different exercises at the workout class was what was really bothering it. Sorry. So the pelvic pain is definitely dissipating a little bit. It's still there as of 16 weeks, so I might talk to her again at my next appointment. I also asked her about my risk of mastitis, because I know when you are nursing and breastfeeding a child, if you stop suddenly, you're at a pretty high risk of getting mastitis because you tend to get engorged. And I was curious as to whether or not, when the colostrum starts to come in, if my body would be producing more colostrum because my daughter's still nursing, and then if she decided that she didn't want to nurse or didn't like the taste of it, am I at higher risk of mastitis? And she said absolutely not. At this point, my body is not going to be producing colostrum for her. It's going to be, there might be some colostrum there that she's drinking, but my body's not going to produce more for her. So my risk of mastitis, assuming I need to stop nursing her, she stops nursing, is next to nothing. So that was really exciting to hear, in case the pain just does get too much. And there have been a few times where she's latched on and it literally brings tears to my eyes because it hurts so bad. But again, I don't want to stop nursing her. And it's really only when she first latches on that it hurts, generally. On occasion, it hurts throughout the nursing session as well, but usually it's just the very beginning. So then on to the 17-week update. We'll move ahead a week to the last week. And that was nursing still the same. She still was nursing exactly the same as she was. My weight was up a little bit, so I was 125.2 instead of 125. Maybe I just had more fluid in my body. I don't know. Again, I'm not looking so much at the numbers. It's more just the rate that it climbs. The baby is the size of a turnip as of week 17, which is kind of cool. Baby is definitely growing, definitely feeling it more, can see my belly move. So I actually took a little video that, if I think of it, will put into the end of this video of actually being able to see my belly move when the baby kicks, which is really exciting because the baby's so small still, and for me to be able to see it, which I think I saw my daughter, I think my first video was at like 16 weeks and 3 days where you could see it. It was hard to feel, like if you put your hand there, it was really hard to feel with the weight of your hand, but you could see my skin move, which was kind of cool. It's so reassuring to be able to feel it. And again, I'm week 17 feeling the baby constantly, so that's super exciting. So I will do a belly picture. Again, I'm 18 weeks and 3 days, so my belly is definitely bigger. I definitely look pregnant. I definitely look pregnant to my friends and family and to myself. Again, other people might not know if it's pregnancy or if it's just a little bit of belly fat. So I will do that, and then I will say goodbye, and I will be good this week and do my 18-week update on my when I normally do them on day 19. Actually, I usually do them like on day 18/6, the day before I turn my next week over. So I will definitely do that this week. I think I haven't looked at my calendar to see what my Thursday looks like yet. What am I going to stand on? This room is a complete disaster. I will use my stool again. My twisty-turny stool. Because I don't know where my litter box has gone. So, move this back a little bit. Actually, if I move it forward, I might be able to see a little bit better. Maybe not. Move it back. And I will try not to fall. There we go. So there's from one side, straight on, and from the other side, that's all with the shirt down, make sure my pants are pulled up. So that is with my shirt up. When I completely relax and kind of let myself slouch, it's very noticeable. But when I'm standing with proper posture, again, not as noticeable, but for anybody who knows me, they know that that is definitely a pregnant belly. My uterus at this point is about up to there. I can feel it, so that's kind of nice. And my need to pee as of 16 and 17 weeks has increased a little bit. So I'm finding that I feel like I drink 1 cup of water and I pee 3. But it's not too bad. I'm generally getting up once in the middle of the night to go pee if my daughter doesn't wake up, and if my daughter wakes up in the middle of the night, I just go pee at that time and then back to bed. So I will talk to you guys in a couple of days for week 18. Talk to you later. Bye.